3776.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. It's live, and I'm here today. And I know I'm here because it's the 27th, and it's live. And we've got that special guest that you know I love this woman. She is so precious. She's so good. She knows so much about so many things that she's just a wealth of knowledge. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna. And then we also have my grandson Samuel Combs is here because it actually wasn't planned. It's just that Crust Pizza was late on getting me the stuff so I could get here by 1:30 so everybody could eat lunch, and they were late, and I had to pick up Samuel. And I said, Samuel, you're gonna have to go with me to the show. So he's here in protest, but it's okay. It's all right.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
Yeah.
I said I didn't want to be here.
You know, and when he found out you were going to be here, he went,
like, okay, that's doable.
Brianna, I know Brianna. Yeah, Chloe and Brianna. Anyway, I was going to surprise. I was going to do a drum roll first, but it's going to be Brianna Dunahoe. And is she already up on the screen? Okay. See, he knows. He says, I can't wait. And make sure you're close enough to the mic.
Is this close enough?
Yeah, make sure so we can hear you. But Brianna Dunahoe is here because tomorrow is going to be the opening
day eve.
Opening day.
Today is opening day eve.
Okay. All right. I understand that now.
Hence the...
Yes. I love your shirt.
Thank you.
You wear that shirt and everybody goes, oh, yay, go Astros. But we're going to talk about the Astros and U of H and the Texans.
Okay.
Okay, we can't talk about them anymore.
No, we can talk about them.
But what about the Rockets?
They're actually on a winning streak right now.
I
don't
know.
even follow basketball, and I know that they're on a winning streak.
Yes,
everybody's talking about it.
I know, because usually anything about Texas, it's hard to get the big news stations to talk about them. We already talk about things in the East.
We're not important.
No, and they won't forgive us for thinking that we did something wrong. But anyway, they want to punish us, but that's okay. We know that we're winners, and we know that we've got a lot of teams that are up this year. That's good. So I'm we're real proud of the the Astros, and so many people. I mean, just the Astros come on, and it's just like bonds families together.
Oh yeah,
everybody gets together in the living room and watches, and we have it on almost every TV in the house. Fubo is.
We have it on the big TV at my mom and dad's house, and so if we stop in, my mom goes, I know if y'all stop in on the third inning, y'all are here until the end of the ninth inning, so it's not happening. I was like, I know, it just. And we all have access to Fubo, so we can all watch it at our homes.
Yeah,
but we don't have a 76-inch TV at home. My parents have the big one in the living room. So
they have a 76?
They have a huge, I don't know how big it is, but it's huge. It's ridiculously big. So we all just go there and we're like, Mom.
That's awesome. Well, I used to go over to watch the games with Sam at like the 8th inning. I didn't want to go through all that the beginning stuff. I wanted to see, where it was really close or if they're winning or whatever. And he goes, that is not the way you want to do it. That's not the way you watch baseball. You got to get involved. And Chad would be like, don't don't even walk in the room. Don't even walk in the room because you're going to be.
You're gonna jinx us.
Because you're gonna you're gonna make us lose if you walk into the room like that. You're not right for it. So it took a while for them to accept me as a fan. I did. I got so involved in it, and I was yelling at the TV set, and Sam would yell at me, "You don't know what you're talking about." I said, "You say that one more time, I'm going over to my Fubo and
turn it on and kick you off."
That's right. And you won't be able to. But anyway, we really did. We love that. So it was so much fun. And so we're looking forward. We want a prediction from you today. Is that about the winning streak that they're going to start on tomorrow?
Oh,
What
but
do you
we
think's
don't
gonna
play
happen?
good baseball before the All-Star break. Like we just traditionally don't. Like we traditionally have a losing
Before they
record
get
before the All-Star break. We don't really
true.
start playing good baseball until
Until a
after
wild
then.
card.
So
well, but what about the preseason? They did well, right? I didn't follow.
They
I just
did
heard
okay.
'em.
They're like right above 500. So but nobody cares about spring training. Like nobody really cares about the scores in spring training. Like we played. No, they're not the Skeeters anymore. They're the Space Cowboys. That's what they're called now.
They should be the Skeeters.
The Skeeters is much better. Anyway, they played them the last 2 nights, and we won. We lost the first game, and we won the second game. Like nobody cares about spring training games. They're just
Well, but are you watching to see how the manager does and how they react to the manager?
no.
Have you heard
No.
any interviews with the manager?
Oh yes. I mean, but he was a coach last year.
Yeah, but he
was a
didn't
line
talk.
coach last year.
I don't ever remember hearing him.
He didn't. Because Dusty was the face of the team, and
Yeah.
so Joe is the face of the team now. So
And so we don't have Maldonado to worry about. So
I'm okay with that.
yes, I was very okay with that. And so how's the catcher doing? The new catcher?
Oh, one
Was
of
he the
them.
one-
Well, one of them played for us last year, so he's fine. And then the new one came up from AAA, so I think they'll be fine. They just have to get in their groove with their catchers.
You say AAA, and I'm thinking the car. Wait,
AAA baseball.
They used to work for AAA.
AAA baseball.
Okay, AAA baseball.
Our farm league.
Our farm league. We farm them out to the league, and then but you go out. You can go out and watch spring training, right?
Yeah.
But they're in.
It's in
Are they
Kissimmee.
still in Kissimmee?
Yeah, they're in Kissimmee. That's my goal next year is to take spring break and go to Kissimmee and
That would be
do
so
that.
awesome. Oh, I love that.
That's my goal. We were gonna go this year, and because my mom was supposed to retire this year, but she decided to stay until December. Anyway, so that was what we were gonna do at the end of March is go out to spring training and see the last week of spring training, but that didn't happen. So
Well, you deserve it. They should They should fly you out.
okay, so funny story. I was there. I was at Minute Maid the beginning of the month, and the guy I was walking around with, I was like, do y'all have any HR payroll positions open? Because I would totally work here. And he was like, we don't right now. I said, the minute one comes open, you call me. Because, even as their front office, you get 2 tickets to each game. You get flown out to, if they make it to the postseason, you get flown out to one of the games at the other place. Like it's ridiculous. You could pay me in just Astros tickets if I worked for them. It would just so be ridiculous.
I'll work for tickets. That's all I need. But now, Samuel, so glad you're with us because we have, the youth. The youth
vote.
we got the youth influence. He doesn't watch. He
doesn't
walks
either.
through and looks
And
at it
goes,
and goes, "Are we winning? Okay, good. We're winning. That's all I need to know."
Yeah, that's all I ask. So if we're doing well,
Yeah,
and if
that's
we're
it.
not, I'm like, usual.
I don't care. And you know who Altuve is?
I've heard you say that name countless times.
Okay, I just trying to,
Can you hear my heart
educate the
breaking?
boy.
Can you hear my heart breaking?
Yeah, I know. Poor Altuve. So who's going to be the shining star? Is it still going to be Altuve,
Yes.
or who is the one
He's the
that?
backbone of the team. Yes.
What about Dubon?
He's an upcoming, but yeah, but I mean, we mostly have our core. We have Altuve, we have Alvarez, we have Bregman, we have Pena, we have what's our first baseman's name? It's gone.
Oh, the guy that they paid a lot for?
No, yeah, the guy we paid a lot for that doesn't believe in buttoning any of the top buttons.
Yes, he's a
Anyway.
real sex symbol.
He's so cute. But yes, and so like Tucker's still out in outfield, and then McCormick's in center field. So I mean, we've got our core guys still.
Wait a
here.
minute. Now, was Dubon the real cute guy?
Yeah, he's the guy that
I said I
that
think.
follows over to second base when Altuve's out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was in the center field. Did he play? No, he didn't play
He's
center
a
field.
utility player, so he plays
He's a
wherever
utility
he's needed.
player. Yeah.
But he
was
played
so
second base at the
cute.
beginning of last year because Altuve hurt his
Yeah.
leg.
Everybody was sick, but nobody's sick. We're coming in healthy.
We're coming in healthy.
Oh man, that is awesome.
But I don't look for us to
Stay healthy.
kill it. No, I don't look for us to kill it the first before the All-Star break. We just don't do that.
So, but if they do, then you're going to worry because
I am going to worry because that's not how we do things.
if they come in hard and they go like, okay, we're going to spend it all now because
That's not what we want to do. No.
is the 8-second rule still in play? Are they still doing the 8-second?
on the pitcher's
pitcher,
mound?
yeah.
Yeah. It's not 8 seconds. That's bull riding. You have to stay on for 8 seconds. I think it's like 20 seconds.
No, it's 8 seconds. They've got 8 seconds to wind up and throw it. It has to be out of their hand in 8 seconds, right? Isn't that right?
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Look that up for me, please, Richard.
I've been like verbal
Who
recognition.
fed you? Who went and stood in line in a hut?
He's going
taking a nap.
Is
a
pasta,
carb coma.
a pasta
A
carb
carb coma. That's funny.
Yes, we want to really, thank Crust Pizza for putting everybody in such a wonderful mood, and everybody wants to take a nap right now. But really, I didn't know Crust Pizza wasn't everywhere. I thought, everybody had. So I'll go like, we're doing Crust Pizza, and they said, "You mean pizza crust?" And I went, "No, it's Crust Pizza." A dumb way to say your
Batters
name.
must be in the box at the 8-second mark. And you didn't think it's
See?
the pitcher timer.
Yeah, so it's 8 seconds.
It's a 20-second timer, and the batter has to be in the box by 8 seconds.
When it
So
starts counting down from 8 seconds. Okay, so the pitcher has 8 seconds. You can't do the rockabye. Remember we talked
Yeah,
about you can't do the rockabye or any of that stuff. They just got to throw that ball, and that's it. Which it makes the game shorter, but it certainly loses a lot of the personality and character because everybody, like the guy that would lean down like that, I don't know, where did that come from?
I don't know.
They look so creepy when they do that. I mean, I was on the phone with somebody and talking, and the guy did that, and I just went, like one of those Danny Thomas, what is that? What in the world is that? What is he doing? And it's just creepy looking. You would have loved it, though, Samuel. I'm sure that you would have.
Yeah.
But all you have to ask Samuel about is what is the latest game, the latest game that he loves. And did you see his shirt? Snoop Dogg has now all this clothesline and the shoe line. I guess everybody knew
He's
about
got
that
a
except
whole
me.
a whole cooking set too. He and Martha Stewart did a cooking set.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But unless I take them shopping, I don't know. And we look at T-shirts, we don't know. I don't know what's going on. I got a Captain America shirt on. So
That's my old shirt.
oh,
Yes, it is.
if I could do the clothes and I like what I'm folding up, then that's what I keep it.
All my clothes disappear.
Yeah, they all just.
Because you have good style.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets so mad because his sister loves his clothes.
No, you love my clothes.
Well, I love your clothes, but then your sister can start wearing them.
No,
and then-
she starts like tearing up my clothes. She'll like crop my really good shirts. she'll take the collar off of them, and it makes me just
and hang one.
so
No, it's
so
still
angry.
my shirt.
Yeah,
You
it was
can't-
my. Yeah,
you
she like
can't-
she cut up a Doug Dynasty shirt that I had. That Doug Dynasty shirt, you
Yeah,
remember that one?
yeah.
She cut that up. She cropped it and she cut the neck off of it. And I was so mad at her.
Lost it. You lost it.
Well,
Yeah, I
then
was-
she was just practicing her.
She needs to buy me new clothes.
No, she's just. they have it's just the
She's
cutest.
upcycling. She's upcycling. It's
Yes.
This is
fine.
my shirt.
Yeah,
Still,
still
wore
wore
it.
it.
I wore it to that day.
And now his stomach.
No, its
sticks out.
stomach sticks out of it.
But no, they've got a great sibling relationship. It's very, very cool. I mean, he watches out over her, and he'll take up for her. I'll be saying, Cindy, wake up, and he just let her. She's not feeling real well tonight. Just back off. Just, and I go, I can say whatever I want. He gets so upset, and even his mom, like, she had a really hard night. She just got.
Well, I mean, I also get on to them both respectively. I get on to Cindy whenever she does something stupid. I get on to Mama whenever she does something
But
stupid.
does Chloe, when y'all are in the car, does she tell you what you're doing wrong?
Oh yeah, especially right now because she's getting her driver's license, and so everything that I do wrong is, Mom, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, and I'm like, I've been driving for 20 years. What are you doing?
Like the 5+, like going like 55 and a 50 is still technically illegal.
Yeah,
It's
we
like,
don't care. This is
that's the
Texas.
thing.
We're in Texas.
55 is the slow lane.
Yeah, and
Still.
it's a Texan law, not
But
a
with somebody
Texas
that can't
law.
see, it's a little bit more dangerous.
Okay, valid point, but that's not our problem at our
Especially
house.
at night.
Well,
And plus, the speed limit's supposed to be, you're supposed to drive that at
It's
perfect
because-
conditions.
the reason is because of the very mean-spirited, evil people who drive on the other side of the two-way and keep their brights on the whole way. And I'm flicking, and I think they think I'm telling them there's a cop, up there. What, you need to slow down. But I'm trying to. It makes me so mad because I can't see it.
Are you sure their brights are on or they have LEDs?
They also-
Because the
it's
LEDs
LEDs
are
too.
ridiculously
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah, especially trucks. Trucks stick with the LEDs and they're real bright, and then they'll turn their brights on to prove
And
that
it's
they
like,
don't have their brights
crap,
on.
that is
It's like I'm looking at the sun.
That is way brighter.
And I wait. I know they wait because I flicked it, like, you need to take your brights down, and they can't wait to get close enough to me to show me what their brights are, and then they put the brights on. And I go like, I
Yeah,
can't see
exactly.
a thing. So that's the only reason I don't like to drive at night
You
is
need to get those
because
glasses that counteract that, the yellow ones.
they make
that-
everything look like
yeah.
it's daytime.
Kind of. I mean, but they dim those lights. They dim the brightness of the headlights.
Well, I put a picture of Sam up on the visor, and so I take that picture down. I can go like that and block out the lights as I'm going down the street and try and.
Just driving blind.
So
Driving straight
if
up
the cop
blind.
if the cop stops me,
I'm like sitting in the car with
I'll
her.
say,
like,
you're talking to a
panicking.
widow, and my husband just died, and this is his picture, and I'm trying to keep the lights out of my eyes,
Sitting in the
but it kind of
passenger, just
distracted me,
hyperventilating.
and I hit that pole. No,
Oh
but
my goodness gracious.
no, I'm gonna try not to play the widow card, even though the Bible talks about how you're supposed to take care of the widows. It makes me feel very biblical. Okay. They did. I think that's really sweet. I never thought about that before. I never thought about being a widow, but I never thought about that being something that would, they take care of you for. But we're here to talk about the Astros. Why are you talking about the widows?
I'm okay.
Come on.
I'm okay talking about we never
right.
actually stay on topic anytime I've ever been here. So this is not new.
This is
This is not new for me.
No, that is true. Anytime we have a conversation, that's what when we do the Ask Me Anything. I don't think we don't allow people to really ask anything because
'Cause you just
Richard
start
and I
talking.
start talking, and we go to so many different subject matters. Do we get questions and you just ignore them?
By the way, watched the new Roadhouse. I like it. Forgot. I was like, okay, how much different is it from the original Roadhouse? Watched the old Roadhouse. So
he did.
fantastic.
Uh-oh.
It's so
See,
fantastic.
You just struck a nerve. Thank you. Now he's coming on.
See,
He's
I
coming
do. I
close.
do watch you when I'm not here
Yeah.
as well.
I appreciate that. The Cindy Cochran Show, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 o'clock.
Audience of one Wednesday, 1 day a week, and he has to talk about it all the time. He and Andrew.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the first one I think it just had that quality to it where so many ideas were thrown into it. The newer one was very controlled.
Well
and-
thought out, yeah. The first one will always be the best because it's Patrick Swayze and
Yes.
it's nostalgia and it is what it is. But this new one was well thought out and was good and kind of followed the same storyline script. Has the girl that comes over and has breakfast, it has the same.
Yeah.
And it was. I thought it was well done for
But
a
what
new
about
generation.
Monkey Man? Have you seen Monkey Man yet?
It just came out.
Well, but I mean, what? She can go see it if it just
Well,
came
Cindy,
out.
some of us have a lot to do.
Like in the movie theaters?
Are
you
saying I
kidding
don't
I have a
anything
job
to do?
5 days a week.
No, I'm just kidding, Cindy.
I have a job 5 days a week. 7 days a week. What are you doing? No.
But I do have to ask you something, Brianna. Do you think, I felt like watching that movie, Conor McGregor has a weird walk. And
Okay.
and
so
so
it's not just me.
That's a natural. That's
His
a
but-
known
literal
thing.
Yeah, and I
thighs
was
rub
like,
back and
when I,
forth.
yeah, when I saw it, it was like a penguin kind of
Oh,
thing.
is that weird?
And then I go, well, maybe he broke his back fighting because I know he fought a lot for a long time. So I was like, maybe that's what it is, or is he really that short? And it's just like it's like he was mostly on the screen, full bodied most of the time, and naked
Most
sometimes.
with his
And
hiney
naked.
hanging out. Yeah, most of the time.
but like, so it
What was
showed the
he-
full
what
strut,
did you just say?
and I was like, this
with
guy's
his hiney hanging out most
his-
of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
well, yeah.
That's Conor
He's a-
McGregor, though.
He's a pretty
that makes-
fantastic specimen of a man, but he does have a weird
Is it
walk.
weird? Yeah.
He has a
Because
weird
at first I
walk.
was like, oh, did he break his leg? And I know he broke his shin because I saw it live. That was awesome. And then,
You saw that?
oh, he was
was a
fighting,
fight,
and,
yeah.
and apparently he fractured it or did something like a slight fracture before he fought, and the guy kicked it just right, and you saw his foot just
spin backwards. Yeah.
It's awful. I've seen that.
But anyway,
that's
when he would walk, I was like, do you think he walks like that normally, or he's not an act? It's his first movie, so he's like, just act tough. And this is how I act tough.
Yeah, he
You walk
was-
like-
Maybe that's
And he bounces when he walks too.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
really
I
weird.
was like, is it just through
Have you ever
injury?
seen it? He does like a taunt walk.
Yeah.
Like I used to like I'm in love with like UFC and stuff, and his taunt walk is very like bouncy, very like outwards, and it's super funny. But yeah, he does bounce regularly
bounces
whenever
when
he
he
walks.
Now, who are y'all talking about? I
The
don't-
Conor
Irish
McGregor,
dude,
the
Conor
Irish
McGregor,
fighter.
Oh, the Irish.
the Irish
okay.
fighter.
Okay.
He's
Of all the
huge.
time you had since yesterday, you could have watched
You didn't
Roadhouse.
and you didn't Google it?
Sitting at home.
All the time I had yesterday.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, you were asleep most of the day.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Now
But
it
wait,
comes
but wait.
out.
What time do I wake up?
Matters.
4:30
That's
in the
on your own
morning,
accord.
and then I have to wake all y'all up and try and drag y'all in.
But I'm
into-
also excited about the Astros starting tomorrow. I'm excited. It's
Are
gonna
y'all
be
having
fun.
a party?
No, I'm working. So.
Oh no!
Oh no!
would you
Well,
like
you
to,
know it's
like,
funny.
the
I'm more.
game's at,
I'm
like,
more
4.
depressed. I'm more depressed about missing the Houston basketball game, Houston Cougar basketball game, because I want to see midgets throw each other.
Oh my goodness.
So-
I saw the funniest thing on live TV the other day. It was a girl. She was wearing a UH Law shirt.
Yeah.
And her dude was sitting beside it, says, I'm with the Cougar.
Oh,
Greatest thing.
Yeah.
I'm with the cook. That's
That's
what.
good.
That's what I need. I need that shirt.
No, you don't.
He says, no, you
I
don't.
don't know. But he likes the midgets. Do they wrestle before the game or something? What?
No, it's on the event is going to be during the game. So I was like, I even
Like
told.
during halftime?
No, we're going to a midget wrestling match.
You got into that?
Yeah,
We tried to buy tickets and it was sold out.
Oh yeah, I got it. Got it in my back pocket right now.
That's so stupid. We
those
tried
are
to.
so
We
popular
literally
right now.
tried to buy them and gone.
but
sold
it's,
out.
It's
Is it going to be
during-
on TV? No.
No, it's at the Lone
It's
Star
at the
Convention
Lone Star
Center.
Convention
It's a
Center.
live event.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness!
But,
At
the-
Lone Star.
but the Cougar game's on during it, and I almost told my friend, I was like, I think I'll give you the money for the ticket, but I'd rather watch the basketball game.
You can watch the basketball game on your phone.
If you would like,
During
I'm not going to be
Richard.
that person.
I'm
Richard,
totally that person.
if you would like, I will text you as the scores change.
No,
and
it's
stuff.
past your bedtime.
Do you know how many events I go to that Astros games are playing on my phone while I'm at said event.
Well, I mean, in church, yeah, I'd be doing it all the time, but you know.
Okay.
No, our
Midget
church lets
wrestling
out
match
early if it
is
needs
a
to
negative,
everybody
but
go to the
church is a
Astros
positive,
game.
I understand.
Isn't that right?
I was cracking up because, Easter is Sunday and there's a 1:10 game. And I told my mom, I said, how? Because we were looking at tickets and I was like, how would we? She was, we could go to the early sunrise service and then we could go and then we'd hit Jesus
Or why
and
don't you just watch the stream of the service?
Exactly.
because it's Easter Sunday. Look,
Yeah.
there's two.
No, it still counts. It
There's
still
two
counts.
Sundays a year that 90% of people that are gonna go to church go.
That's right.
And to not go, like 2 years ago, we didn't go to church Easter Sunday, and I felt really weird.
And
But
you
we
had a
were with
bad
Mickey Mouse.
year.
We
You
were
were-
with Mickey Mouse.
You were in Orlando?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were at Epcot actually.
All right, so Dennis wants to know if you're a cougar, Cindy. There you go.
Am I-
She cannot be a cougar. She is a widow. We are not ready for her to be a cougar yet. Okay? No.
I have always been. No,
No, we are not. No one in the world is ready for that
I was
yet.
saying, I've always been perceived as a cougar.
No one is ready for that.
No. I tell the kids, I said, all right, so y'all are going to start looking for somebody to date. And they go, what? What are you talking
I'll
about?
fight any man that comes into our house.
Samuel's so mad. Let your hair go gray. Let
she
it
will
go
not let her hair go
gray.
gray.
So
It's-
people will
just
know
let
that
your hair
you
go
are
gray. That
too
you're not trying
old.
anymore.
I'm not trying.
You're not trying anymore. Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm not a cougar.
I think your hair would look better gray though.
No, it
it
doesn't.
would.
It just washes
would.
out.
I think you should just get a whole new face.
No.
Just do it.
So should you.
Let's see.
Become a cat lady.
How
cat
do
lady.
you mean a new face?
You ever seen the cat lady face? That lady
No.
who had so much plastic surgery, like she ended up looking like a cat.
I've seen that.
It was
No,
really
her
creepy.
eyes are like
Everything was just.
Very
Everything is
very
ridiculous.
sunken,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's bad.
no, but so do you know
well-
Phyllis? I want to tell her about the Widows Mite Club. We've got a Widows Mite Club. Phyllis Ledbetter is and Debbie McAngus
Okay.
and Valerie Murphy.
Okay.
Do you remember Valerie
I
Murphy?
do remember
She was
Valerie
there. They were all there, and we all were standing there talking. They said, "You know what? We're all widows." And I said, "Listen, we can do a Widows Mite Club, and we can spell it MIGHT, and it'll be fine." And I had to tell one of them what the story was, the story where that came from, so that there was history involved. And so we were going to take a picture, and everybody went like this, except one person, and they went. I said, well, "Why didn't you do this?" She said, I thought it was a little violent. I didn't. And I said, "No, it meant like strong." She goes, "Oh, why didn't y'all tell me? I thought y'all were being violent." So it's going to be a
Grandma's
fun.
one to be violent.
No, it's going to be a fun club to be in. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And Valerie said, "But here's the problem, though, is that one of these guys started working at the church, and I'm working with them, and I told God, I said, okay, God, if I ever wanted to date, he's the guy I would like to date. He is, I like him. So if you could fix that up, that would be great." And then somebody told me, "Have you met so-and-so?" And she said, well, "Tell me about him." "Well, he's 47. And she went, 47? He's a baby. He's like a baby. This problem being 75 and older is trying to find someone that you think in your head looks like somebody you'd want to date. Ugh, that just is just creepy. Isn't
You
that
would
creepy?
have kids that age.
No, don't. Did you hear what she said? Well, you can't have kids that age.
No, I said you would have kids his age.
Oh, yes. Well,
That's the creepy part about it.
Well, but see, Richard found out that there's this woman that was 76 that had twins. And so he said,
No.
so he
I
said,
remember that story.
so
No.
Cindy, you still have time.
No.
And it was out of the random.
Well, I'm just
That
trying
was-
to bring some hope, okay? I bring hope into this world. I know how hard it is to be a woman. I think I do.
You know how hard it is.
Actually, I think I do.
think?
All
Come on.
the oppression and everything's going against you, and You're always right, unfortunately, somehow.
Yes,
and-
we're always right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Glad that you understand that now.
Yeah.
That's really see. There's a breakthrough. I think that's why those 22-year-olds were so attracted to you, because they knew that they could get away with anything. That you,
But it doesn't matter what age you are. I don't care. You can get away with whatever you want. Just accept the responsibility of the consequence if it happens.
well, what you
And
know?
I might help you get out of it, or I might not, depending on how stupid you are.
That's really it, right? It's just if you're stupid enough to believe that or to say that, you're gonna let them do it. Like, go ahead, just say it.
I mean, I feel like this is a learning experience. I treat them like a child. Like, is the plate hot? Touch it. See what happens.
On the bottom.
Oh, I was going to ask you because you were talking about these 22-year-olds. Have you ever heard the song? I know the song "Hey 19."
No.
Look it up. Just look it up. I want you. Do you know the song "Hey 19"? Hey 19. No, we can't.
By Steely
live
Dan?
Together. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. You gotta just listen to the first.
What was it about hanging out with a 19-year-old?
Yeah, and all the things that she doesn't know and she can't understand what he's talking about. And he said, like, we can't. Well, does it?
Yeah, Aretha Franklin. Yeah. Okay. All right.
She doesn't know Aretha Franklin. She doesn't know anybody. So, and that's the only thing bad about it. That's why I was wondering how you were hanging out with 22-year-olds.
Well, so one part of me is, growing up, I always liked older things. So even the people my age don't know what I'm talking about. So it's like,
Valid.
I like Steely Dan. Like, who's Steely Dan? I'm like, okay,
That is.
But also, my expectation of people knowing things is very low. It's like some people don't know things, so it's okay.
That's how I am.
And then
with
it's more of
her
like, is
sometimes,
it-
And then she gets
People
angry
don't know
at me.
things.
And then, but the catch is if the thing I don't know, is it interesting to get to know? And that's when those are the people I like. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I like the XYZ. I'm like, that doesn't sound interesting at all. Like, okay, cool, good for you. But the people I like are like, oh, that sounds insane. Let's watch that.
Well, that's the thing. That's good that you have that kind of, that's good. That means you're going to find somebody that's going to be closer to your age, and you're going to love that because y'all can talk about things. And
Are you even looking, or are you just
No, she's
enjoying
just-
life?
I told her a funny story about meeting several young ladies, and I was more of commenting about my radar or my age radar because I had no idea. Because in my mind, I don't think of myself being in a position that I meet that young
Right.
of a crowd, and I'm
Right.
like, because like one was at a networking group, one that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and you're like, wait a second, how old am I? Like, did I just miss it? And I don't realize that I'm that old.
realize
I have to enjoy my age right now.
yes,
Yes,
Because
you
of
do.
that.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I mean,
Because of
everyone.
that sentence.
Well, no, it's more of like it's that you're always going to encounter that, no matter how old you are.
Yeah,
And
I'm realizing it now.
yeah, so no
About
matter
to
what
be-
age.
About to be not a teen.
Well, it happens.
20.
The first time it happens is when you're like a child and someone makes fun of you for liking toys, and it's like, aren't you a little old for
I still like
dolls?
toys. I don't know
And
what
it's
you're
like, well, I can still enjoy dolls, but like people judge you for that, right?
Not,
So same thing with
Not anymore.
22-year-olds. Sorry, I enjoy 22-year-olds, Cindy. Okay, I like my dolls. Never too old to play with dolls. That's my new.
Okay, we need to stop this. We need to stop this line. Oh my goodness gracious!
we weren't talking about blow up dolls, but
Well-
anyway, this is what.
We really connected. Okay.
What did you
She's the
talk
only
about?
one
That's
that
what I want to know.
understands me. She's the only one that understands me. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Let's talk about whatever. I don't care. Well,
Because
actually,
you're not actually talking, you're just listening.
No, we talked about nitrogen rejection because she's an engineer,
Oh,
a
that's-
chemical engineer. So I was like, that's not again.
That's
I don't know
valid.
anything about that,
Yes.
but that
Teach
sounds
it to me.
interesting.
Teach it to me.
Please talk to me more about it.
Oh, brother.
Now, if she
Valid.
said something like, "Oh, I like The Bachelor," I'd be like, "Oof, that doesn't sound interesting at all," and I wouldn't continue.
He
that
would have made that noise too.
Like verbally, just out loud.
Yeah.
That would have happened.
I'm just kidding. Actually, I did watch. It was called like Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
Which was very entertaining. But the thing I don't like about reality shows like that is that there's so much more entertainment in it, but they only show you the juicy parts.
See, that's what.
So I was like, I want to see like the actual. Just leave the camera on, and I want to see
That's
the
right.
actual.
I wanted it to be like Big
That's
Brother.
Live
like,
stream.
well, what I love
Where
about
it's
that.
live streaming all the time.
Well, yeah, because like that Bachelor in Paradise is hilarious because the premise is all the losers from the past Bachelor and Bachelorettes are now all forced. So it's not just one guy with 30 women or one girl with 30 guys. It's like an
They're
equal
all there
mix.
together. Yeah.
And what I love is like the logic people have to go through jumping from man to woman. Like, it's like, oh, I like this guy today. And then the next thing, it's like, oh, this guy actually opened a door for me. I love him. And then the next thing is like, oh, he's so hot. And it's so funny to watch people kind of like try to navigate. They're forced to like hook up with these people.
Have you seen the one that
and
the
no one-
Love Is Blind one?
See that's a little bit easier to understand
Yeah.
in reality.
Is
But
it
what I
true?
love about Bachelor in Paradise, I haven't seen one person that's like, I'm just here to hook up.
I'm
and
just
see
here to
what's
see
up.
what's out here. Like,
Yeah, I'm just here to see what's up. Everyone always
don't
like
do that.
they always try to be so.
I want to be so connected with
and,
someone.
like
and-
we just got drunk and we walked on the beach. And again, that's why I wish the show itself had more time to it because they show them in the morning and they talk about their feelings. Next thing you know, everyone's drunk, and it's like, oh, okay, this is gonna
Well,
be
that's
it.
what they intentionally do.
Oh, I
That's
know,
like-
but
yeah,
it's like,
which
what
is-
happened in between? Like,
Yeah, that nothing. It's like it's
no, something did.
Yeah.
Something happened.
There's lots of conversations lots of drunken conversations that happen.
But it's always like 0 to 100 in that show, and I'm like, ah. But you would love it, Cindy, because it's great.
Do you like Vanderpump Rules?
No, I don't really watch reality. Like,
I love
I only
Bravo.
watched that show because a girl I was with, and I
There's
was like,
nothing
oh,
but
this sounds
reality
chaotic.
shows playing.
Well, the Vanderpump Rules has made a fortune playing. They play it from the beginning, the first season, to now, and they play it over and over again, and they get the ratings that are just crazy ratings, and people just watch it over and over again. They know what's going to happen. They know what they're going to say. I could mouth it, and you know what is happening. But now they've got the valley thing where these people have finally grown up and they started their own show now, and they're all adults, and it's not as good. It's just not.
Well,
and
what about the
that's not
reality
as
show
good.
of Shohei Ohtani?
The what? What's it
the
called?
baseball
baseball
pitcher?
player.
Yeah. I haven't watched. Is that the new documentary?
No, have you heard about what happened to him?
Yeah, his translator, was like betting.
So it's pretty wild because no one
and
really
stole
knows
like
the truth.
millions of dollars from him. Like I don't.
So originally, what happened was they got somehow wiretaps were traced from Shohei Ohtani's account to a bookie. So they're like, is he betting on sports? Because you know how like professional sports players, depending on what league you're in, you can't bet.
You can't bet.
But then, like the story shifted to the interpreter had access to the accounts, and he had
was moving
$4.3 million in debt to this one bookie. And I was sitting there going like, man, that's a lot of money to be gambling. And then it's also a lot of money to like risking your job.
How would you not know that $4.6 million is missing from your account?
Well, and that's what's coming out is like apparently the translator world is they have access to everything because they literally don't, the person they're serving has no idea how to open a bank account.
That's
do any of this
fine,
stuff.
but-
Wait, again, no, that's what I'm saying. I guess some people in this world just like, oh, I have a lot of money, so I'm just gonna use my credit card until someone calls me, and I.
Would the interpreter though also know if somebody's hurt, somebody's mad, they are inner conflict in the team, and so they tell the interpreter knows it, and the interpreter decides to sell this information.
Well, that's what they're turning the story into like this guy was just a dirtbag the whole time, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Like this
They
guy's.
have to be pretty well vetted to be.
Well,
that
he's
high
also
up
with
in-
them for a long time.
Well, but to even get the position, they have to be pretty
Yeah.
well vetted to even be introduced to and trusted
I know.
with.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting. Like
Yeah.
they're not showing the thing. They're not showing like the whole
Is
story.
he just the scapegoat? Is he just?
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because like
You squint your
no,
eyes.
my favorite thing is it's like what it boils down to is Shohei Ohtani got the $700 million contract for the Dodgers, really big player. But now it's like, oh, I don't know, hola español. Like that's basically his defense now. It's like I don't speak English, so I have no idea what happened. I'm not kidding you. Isn't that right? I mean, that's
Pretty
basically.
much. But he doesn't speak Spanish, y'all. He speaks Japanese.
but I'm not kidding you. Like because everyone was like, no, you had to have known it came from your account. Like, how do you not know $4.3 million is taken over a period of whatever? And he's like, well, I don't know English. I don't know English.
Oh man.
English is not numbers. Numbers are numbers.
I don't know. It's just so
Yeah.
funny to me. And like he's just kind of feigning ignorance. It's like, oh, I just
I
trusted
didn't
him.
know. I didn't know.
I trusted this guy.
He's the guy. Yeah, that's the Japanese guy that is so amazing. He
Yeah,
can
he's
do
like the
everything.
pitcher and he hits well and he
He can do everything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I mean, he's the biggest contract in baseball
baseball
history.
right now.
Wow.
So,
We don't got him. We don't got him though.
I'm okay with not
Yeah.
having him.
Why?
especially now.
Right.
Why?
We don't need any more scandals.
Oh no, we don't
Hello.
want more scandal. That's right. No more drama. Let's just play ball. Oh my goodness, yeah, that would be good. Your nephew, you've missed some of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Not your nephew, your
Cousin?
I was
Oh,
just
that
gonna
scared
let
me.
you go.
No, I'm going like, wait, what? But Cash is playing,
Baseball.
and he's
Is he doing Orwell?
yes. Who else is?
Oh, Aaron grew up playing Orwell.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Well,
At many years at the Orwell fields.
Well, their team has been struggling, and it's funny. The team he was on before, the coach had the right. I mean, he had exactly the right way to do this, and I loved it because it's exactly what I would have told him to do. Just run. If you hit it, run. Just keep running. It doesn't matter. Keep running, no matter what anybody says. Go, stop. Just keep running, and you will get all the way back to home plate. And he did that, and they were winning, and they get up, 5 runs ahead of everybody. So now they switch. You can only get 5 runs ahead, and then the other team has to come on.
Yeah, that's the 5-run rule.
Yeah, that's so.
It's to teach them how to be sportsmen.
How to be what?
Sportsmen. You can't just run up the numbers.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, they need to
Yeah.
run it up as far as they
Game
can.
is game.
Yeah,
At
as game
least
is a
they
game.
keep score at the YMCA. I put Chloe in YMCA baseball. They don't keep score, and I was like, "Well, this mom is like, I can't
Well,
not keep score."
there's a certain age, and I also know, like when I played baseball, there was a run limit, but it was capped. So, I mean, if you hit it, the game's over. So, and you only have 6 innings at the lower league, like Little League. So, if you have 20 runs in 3 innings, it's like, hey, the chances of these guys coming back are very slim. We're just going to end the game.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Because I was always on that team, and we got to go home early, and it's just like let's just rack up those runs, guys, because I want to go home. Like I don't want to be here.
that's what's so bad. But whenever they were playing soccer in the YMCA thing, I got out there and I hadn't been at a young people's team, the team thing. I didn't know the social, manners that you're supposed to have at those games. But I would get out there and go like, okay, come on, kick it, run, just push him over. I didn't know that you couldn't say anything bad about the other team. And somebody grabbed me and said,
What are
don't
you
say
doing?
anything. Don't say anything. You just clap when somebody does something good, and that's all you do. Yeah. You do not talk to the others. Because, when we'd go to a baseball game, and we would go, oh, come back, swing, and we
Unless
go swing.
you're Altuve in New York, then you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's you'd like to see them at their kids' game.
Well, it's also I bet New Yorkers are have a lot more flexibility what they can say to kids.
What?
I bet not. I bet those have the same little plaques that ours do. Please remember that these are children and they're not playing.
No, I bet
in
there's
it.
a lot of dad fights,
I bet there is.
but which is awesome.
We start swim team in like 2 weeks, and it's like Chloe was always like, please don't stand on the side of the pool. Please don't talk to me while I'm swimming. And Braylon's like, I don't care. because I am that extra mom. Do you not know this is a race? We are racing. Go faster. I am 1,000% that mom.
Oh, that's right. To me, that was always made it a lot of fun, and they always had, you said the enemy sat over here, and so we weren't sitting all together, but now
the other team,
everybody sits together, so you don't know if you're yelling and saying, that kid's so bad.
Andrew has a good comment. He is the funniest thing is Ohtani said the word gambling in English while also saying he doesn't know what was going on because he didn't speak English.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah,
that is pretty funny.
But
that's good. See,
again, that's a good story. I think we should pick them up. We're a controversial baseball team, the Houston Astros. We should get Bauer and Ohtani. We'll be
I'm okay
good.
with getting Bauer. I'm okay with getting Bauer. I think he would be a lot of fun.
Well, what's do you know who Trevor Bauer is?
No, I didn't know.
So he got in a lot of outside trouble for his bedroom stuff, and this lady.
Valid.
Yeah, and so basically, to sum it up for the young crowd, this girl made claims against him, and it came out in court that she set him up in a really nasty way, kind of.
And he was cleared.
But she still took the punches, though. So I mean, that's still there, and the like literally, and and what was funny is now he's like trying to get back in the MLB. It's been like 2 or 3 years since all that stuff's done. He's been pitching in Japan, so he literally calls out the MLB and goes, "Hey, I will play on any team for like the base pay." Like the bottom
of the barrel pay,
and then he's like, but plus incentives. Like if I do well, I get paid. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like if you're a baseball team, why don't you just take that?
I think we totally should have.
I was like, if he's promising, if it is true that he wants the base, it was just like $400,000 or something like that. I think it's like the base
Which is
baseball play.
Nothing in baseball.
Yeah,
world.
nothing in baseball.
400.
That's like making $10 an hour in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was when he said that, I was like, because he's very vocal on social media. He has an interesting YouTube channel. But when he's in Japan, he kind of like vlogged everything and learning Japanese. I bet he knew what gambling was in Japanese.
I bet he could help Ohtani with his issue.
But I mean, that's another good story because he's still trying. Like right now, spring training's going on, and they're doing like world tours or whatever. He pitched like 2 or 3 times on. I don't know what to call them. What do you call those teams? They're not select teams.
They're like exhibition
teams. So basically, like the Yankees would play against an exhibition team to warm up, to like prep for full season. And he played for somewhere like some team in Mexico, and then some Japanese team. And he's just like basically saying, like, he goes on Twitter, "Hey, I'm going to be pitching for these guys. I'm going to pitch against the Yankees. Watch me." Yeah,
Reddick did the same thing when before he decided to retire. He didn't really get a contract in the U.S., but he kind of did exhibition teams. Yeah. And then he retired. But, yeah, I would take Trevor Bauer in a heartbeat.
I know. It's funny because it's controversial. Yeah. And everyone's like, he's still a dirtbag.
I'm like, oh, really? We still are getting trash can posts, so why not accept him on? And
that's a good point.
Did you go to the Savannah baseball game?
No, I tried to get tickets so hard. I was so mad.
That looked so much. I saw the highlights of it.
Yeah, Roy Oswalt pitched. Roger Clemens pitched. Reddick was there. Like, I would. Oh, it was so great.
The rules are nuts.
Nuts.
So if you don't know what this is, what we're talking about, there's I don't know if it's a league or if
they're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Are y'all talking
about banana ball?
Yeah, banana ball.
Oh, yeah.
They created this style of baseball. They call it banana ball, and it's they're still playing like the fundamentals of baseball, but there's always rules.
Yeah, you can do like a backflip to catch a ball. I saw that on Instagram.
Well, there's points. There's style points. So if you do a trick play, you get a point, and at the end of the game, like that could determine who wins because how many trick points.
So that's how you build a score?
Google Savannah Bananas and just watch some of their dance routines.
Yeah, and they do, like, one of my favorite rules have is if a fan catches the ball, it's an out.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Even if it's a home run. Okay. Even if it's a home run. They hit a home run and the fan catches it, it's an out. And and then they sold out Minute Maid.
Yeah.
In like 12 minutes.
Yeah, I heard about that. Is that they were doing it in Minute Maid.
They had a raffle, so you had to sign up to get into the raffle, and then once you got into I was in the 3rd tier of the raffle, so by the time it got to me, it was totally sold out.
Yeah, And but there's like there are other rules too where like there's one rule that I still don't understand is where you have to pass the ball, throw the ball to and touch every base before the runner gets to home. There's something like the runner, the batter has the potential of getting an in-park home run because the ball has to touch every base before the person gets home. It's like weird stuff like that.
I have to Google that.
And then there's another rule that I liked is basically the innings are worth points. So whoever wins the inning gets the point. So it's not runs. They don't base it on overall runs over a course of innings. It's based off points.
But they're literally like Harlem. They're literally the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
Fun to watch. I mean, it seems so creative. That'd be fun to watch.
So when I went to Minute Maid, they were going to be there that weekend, and so I was walking around Minute Maid, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, those are bananas!" And the guy that was with me goes, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, those are Savannah banana guys." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" He was like, "How did you?" I was like,
see, one thing I always wondered about that because like they have to play another team. So usually the team that they're playing is like the Wild Things or something like that. They wear pink.
They travel with them.
So, but I'm like, who chooses what team you get to be on? Because why would you not want to be on the banana team? Because that's the famous one. So these other guys are playing against them every single time, but they're they're the bad guy.
Well, that's like the Harlem Globetrotters did. Yeah, they had their own team.
They had their own team that they played against. Yeah.
But it's just funny. Like, imagine that's what your job is. Like, I don't play for the Harlem Globetrotters. I play against the Harlem Globetrotters.
But eventually, you cycle through. Like as those guys.
That's what I was curious.
As those guys get done or go into real baseball or whatever they do with their lives.
Yeah.
Those guys cycle in, and I'm sure they backfill into the bad guys.
Oh, and another cool thing they have is there's fan challenges. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how the fan gets picked.
I'm sure,
but they give them like a confetti thrower launcher, and so if someone pulls it, they can challenge the play. So the guy was safe at home or something like that. A fan can challenge it, and then I think a fan actually challenged the one at Minute Maid and it was right.
Yeah. And
so they overturned. The guy got a triple, but he got out at third. But and then some guy shot off a confetti gun, and it was like, "Oh, we got a fan! He challenges it." And I'm like, "Man, if everyone had one of those, it'd be going."
It would be amazing. It would be like those guys during the World Series. It was like, no, it was out. It was.
Yeah.
That would be. That would be a fun game to go to.
But yeah, it's not. You don't know the rules. I had no idea. I've heard of it. I never watched the game, but when I watched the highlights after about 15 minutes, it was like, I have no idea what's going on, and so I had to look it up because I'm interested.
But it was on TV. It was not on regular TV, but it was on. It was broadcast on something. I can't remember.
They probably do it live on somewhere.
But that was the first time they'd ever been in a
major league
park. They always play at AAA stadiums.
Oh,
so the last time they were here, they played it.
And they sold out.
The Space Cowboys
at Minute Maid. They sold out.
Yeah, they sold out at Minute Maid.
They was standing room only. What's weird is I don't remember them promoting like Roger Clemens.
They didn't. They don't tell you who's going to be there.
Oh yeah, no, I heard that. They don't tell you.
They don't tell you who's going to be there until that night, until you see them walking in.
That's pretty cool because Roger pitched.
Yeah, Roger Clemens and Roy Oswalt pitched.
And Oswalt pitched and Reddick hit.
Yeah.
And that's got to be kind of cool for like Houston fans seeing Roger Clemens.
Seeing our guys there. Yeah,
seeing our guys.
Roger Clemens, I'm not such a big fan of, but Roy Oswalt and Josh Reddick, I'm in all day long.
Yeah, but
all right, I have to thank Brianna so much for coming. Oh, don't you give me that. Y'all start talking.
We're trying to talk. People were requesting Astro talk, so I was trying to talk about Astros. And the game tomorrow starts at 3:10, I think. Yeah. I don't know what station it's on.
Fubo.
It's on Fubo. It's on Fubo. Fox Sports.
Yeah, they're not playing here, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's opening day.
Opening day here, and we're playing the Yankees.
Oh, great.
We play the Yankees Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, and everybody go to church.
Go to church and then watch it at 1:10.
Yeah. Or you can just DVR church.
Either or.
Well, but it's.
I don't think God cares what time you pay attention to him, as long as you pay attention to him.
That's true,
right?
That's a good point. But if your intent is,
or you could just not go to church and don't worry about it.
Oh,
it's Easter,
Richard.
It's Easter.
So bad. Anyway, I want to thank Brianna for coming. And
I
did you
can't
walk
just go
down
on
here?
Facebook and wish Jesus happy birthday or anything
No,
like that?
that's not how it works because it's not his birthday. It's the anniversary of his death
Oh, that's right.
and his resurrection.
That's what Christmas is. I
And
always
Christmas
get
is his
them
birthday.
screwed up.
And
Come on,
that's
get the holidays right.
you know my idea is to go to James Avery and tell him here's a new
Charm.
charm is to have it look like a cave
Bregman Alvarez.
with the stone rolled back and use that instead of the cross. Okay, so anyway, now nobody tell James Avery about that.
Don't tell James
First
Avery.
responders, we love you so much, and we really are praying for the people in Maryland,
In
Baltimore,
Baltimore.
because that was just awful.
That was
crazy.
crazy. That
Horrible.
was
I'm
crazy.
sorry for y'all. Okay, so anyway, don't push that button. Okay, first responders, thank you so much for everything you've done. And tomorrow we got Bob Smiley and Don Wilson together on one show the whole
time.
hour. The whole hour. Yay. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
An estimated 1 in 10 births will result in a neonatal intensive care stay, also known as the NICU. Overnight, a family can find themselves and their newborn baby in a critical situation. The Mila Foundation financially and spiritually assists families in need. If you would like to volunteer or become a monthly sponsor, please visit us at www.themilafoundation.org. Again, that's www.themilafoundation.org, because every life matters.